What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me going over final boss Escanor and how to actually clear the fight and get high score, while also showing you guys the farming team for the fight as well, guys. So we're gonna be going over the best farming strategy while also having the challenge difficulty clear team for a top 5% score. So let's hop into the video and let's discuss. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to the 50,000 subscribers. If you guys haven't hit that sub button already, man, definitely make sure to. We are closing in on 42,000, guys. So definitely be one of those people to get me to 42. But with that out of the way, let's hop in and let's actually go over the team we're going to be rocking here. Now, the most meta team that you would want to run is going to be the full goddess team. Now, you don't need Elap backline, guys, so don't worry about that. But you definitely do want to have at least LR Liz, and then regular Margaret and regular Tarmiel is fine. I do have LR Margaret here, but she's not necessary, right? Because she only is really giving, crit chance, crit damage. You don't really need her. And then instead of LR Liz, if you didn't have her, I guess you could run like maybe Light Elizabeth, like the not the Queen Elizabeth, but the original Light Elizabeth, because she gives basic stats too, right? So that's another character option you can run. And then yeah, if you don't have Elad in the backline, guys, I did my free-to-play showcase already where I ran Twigo in the back, so you guys can definitely check that out on the other video. I will link that in the description. But for this video, we will be running Elap because she does give 15% basic stats, right? Yeah, 5% per ally participating in the battle. So yeah, we are going to be getting 15% basic stats with Elap backline, while also having LR Liz giving up to 30, and then Margaret giving 40, and then Tarmiel giving another 30. So just a bunch of big basic stats here, guys. And then for the missions that we have to do, apply ultimate move gauge decrease on the enemy 3 times, which we're not going to be able to do. Remove 10 buffs from the enemy using skills with buff cancel effects, which is possible to do. It just depends on the RNG from Escanor himself. And then clear without anyone dying for 240, which we're guaranteed getting. And then clear after dealing 400k damage in a single attack for another 300 points as well. So we're definitely able to do that too. So one more thing to mention as well, guys, is the Oath of Combat here. We do also have clear without using Mage Lilia. We have clear the stage within 10 times or 10 turns. And then defeat the last enemy with an ultimate move during the ally's turn. So we're pretty much taking these 3, and we're using food, so we're not taking this one. And yeah, that's pretty much the setup right there. So let's hop in. Alright, guys, we are hopping into the final boss Escanor, man. So the main mechanics with final boss Escanor is that he acts as red Escanor and green Escanor combined. He has the first phase right here is going to be green Escanor, so he will be buffing himself up though. But the one thing that green Escanor has is when he's maximum ultimate move gauge, he loses all of his buffs. So with Elizabeth, if we do want to buff strip him, we have to hope he doesn't get any merges, pretty much, right? That's kind of the idea. But another thing as well is that we want to build up basic stats. So the mostly basic stats are going to be built up by doing buff cards. So anytime we can rip a buff card there, guys, is going to be really good to increase our basic stats because of Margaret, right? Every time we use a buff card, we actually do gain 8% basic stats right there. So we actually do apply the crit resistance lower on the Escanor right there. And another thing to note too, guys, is that you don't want to get him less than 30% on either phase. The moment you get him less than 30% is when he actually will gain a immortality effect, where he's not going to be able to take damage for the next 2 turns. So that's something that you definitely want to watch for, and if he does or not, right? Right here, you guys saw that he actually did cleanse all of his buffs and debuffs. So again, that's the green Escanor effect. So he kind of acts like green Escanor there. But what we're gonna do right here is we're just gonna buff up with Liz. I'm gonna make sure we get Tarmiel as well, so I'm gonna move that, and actually we'll do another buff up with Liz as well. And remember, Tarmiel's ult is detonate, so it's gonna do a lot more damage against the final boss Escanor because he has maximum ultimate move gauge. And since he's not about to ult this turn, we can actually do Elizabeth ult and then Tarmiel ult to do a lot more damage, and we should actually one-bang him right here. So let's see. Escanor is going to go for the Cruel Sum right there, guys. It's going to apply the Ignite, but it's not going to do too much damage. He's going to attack into Tarmiel right there, which is going to be good because it builds up our basic stats. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do the buff card with Elizabeth and then drop the ult with Tarmiel right there, which should do enough damage to actually take him out and get us that 400k damage that we need. Remember, one of our missions is actually dealing 400k damage in a single attack. So we will actually do that. And then I guess what we'll do here is we'll just kind of just move our cards just to clear out our hand here. Yeah, I think that actually does work out. And we are trying to save for a rank 3 Margaret buff, so if we can get that, that'll be really good. 700k right there, guys. Boom, we get the 400k damage in a single attack. And now we're actually moving into the second phase here. Alright, guys, now moving into the second phase here, Escanor is going to act like the red Escanor now. So now he's going to be, buff oriented. He's not going to cleanse his buffs at maximum ultimate move gauge, and he's going to keep buffing himself up so that he's able to use his Amplify attack card. One other thing to note about this Escanor is that he has Over Rupture on his AoE, and this is 10 times damage against buffed enemies. So it's only 300% of attack though. So like nowadays, over Rupture is actually not that crazy against the Goddess team because they're just so tanky nowadays. But it's still something to definitely think about. So kind of watch what whenever Escanor is going to do it. He does it, I think, every other turn. So you should be good. But yeah, no, right here, what we're going to do, guys, we're going to buff strip the boss right there. We're actually going to waste this card as well, and then waste this card too. So pretty much what we're trying to do is we're trying to get Margaret buff cards going, right? We don't really have any Margaret buff cards going right now. So you definitely want to get those. It looks like as well we're going to do too much damage here and actually apply his revive. Or it's not his revive, but like his immortality. So right there we do actually apply his immortality. That's honestly fine. And it's not going to affect us too much. We almost have a Margaret rank 3 buff as well. So if we can get that Margaret rank 3 buff, we're going to get a really good score. I think if we get Margaret rank 3 buff with all the missions that we've done, I think we could get a total of like, you know, 7k plus score, guys, which would be really good, right? So I'm going to do this right here, and then I'm actually going to buff strip the boss as well. Remember, even if he has the immortality, you can still buff strip him, which is really good. So we do the attack up buff right there with Tarmiel, and then we actually do buff remove the Escanor, so he does a lot less damage to us. Because remember, he can stack that buff, right? So that's definitely something to think about. Right here, Escanor is gonna, you know, buff up right there. He's gonna ult into Liz. Liz actually barely tanks that. So I think we're dead because of over Rupture, actually. Yeah, we're dead. So right there would be a situation where if he was not gonna ult us, we probably would have tanked that turn, right? But because of over Rupture, we actually did die there. So I'm gonna restart a run here, guys. We'll get back to this point in the fight, and we'll try again, right? We'll try another run, and I'll show you guys from this point on what you'd want to do. Alright guys, so we are back again on the phase 2 here of final boss Escanor. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to try and make sure that we don't have buffs up when he goes for the over Rupture card. So the thing is with the over Rupture card is he does it on the second turn always. So we always want to make sure that we don't have any buffs up by that time it's going to be happening, right? So we can just kind of waste our attacking cards here. We might even like proc his you know, his immortality, which if we do, that's honestly not that bad, right? We could proc his immortality here, and I think we would be in a pretty good position still. But if we don't, then I mean, that's still good too, right? Obviously, we wouldn't want to do that, but if it happens, then it happens. Okay, so right there, we actually didn't do it, which is good, and we do have 3 Margaret buff cards. That's really nice. We're not going to use any of them, obviously, because we have to wait till we get the rank 3. Because the moment we get the rank 3 and then we use it and then ults, I think that's going to be really good for us right there. So that's really good as well that the boss took her ult because we weren't going to be able to use it anyway. So I think that's actually really nice. What I will do here is kind of just waste my hand then, you know. We'll do this. I even will do the Elizabeth buff removal card too. And even the rank 3 at that. Because we are going to proc the immortality, but we are only on turn 6. So we have another 4 turns to where we can stall, and that should be enough time anyway. I think we could do fairly well anyway. So let's see here. Oh, we actually did get the attack related buff because of that. You know, that's something that I didn't even notice actually does happen. So that could have actually messed us up right there. Doing all that extra damage right there, guys. Because now we're going to take the over Rupture, and then we're going to take the ultimate too, which is going to do a lot of damage. So let's see. We actually do tank that fairly well, but I mean, he is going to fully heal off of that. And then what we could do here, since he's about to ult us as well, we kind of have to just try and tank this, right? And honestly, it doesn't look like we're going to tank this, but I have to go for the Margaret rank 3 buff here. So we're going to go for this, and we're going to go for the buff strip as well. So he doesn't have too many buffs. So we will go for the Margaret buff right there, guys. Hopefully the damage reduction does help against this ultimate. But man, he's going to be hitting us very, very hard here, though. Let's see if we actually tank this or not. Preferably though, I guess you wouldn't want to get the attack related up right there. I guess we just kind of got unlucky, and when I did do the attack, since it did proc him less, it actually did you know, do that to us. But okay, right there we actually do tank. That's pretty good. Now we should tank this fairly well too. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so that actually works out for really good for us. Because now what we can do is we can do the defense related buff. We can do this ultimate right here. And then Margaret with this should actually kill, guys. Because the amount of damage we're going to do here on Margaret's ult should be like super insane. We have the basic stats. We have the damage dealt. Like this is going to be it right here. So let's see. Boom, we dropped the ultimate, 2 million damage. And that should get us a really good score. Because we got both the missions that we needed to do done. And then also right there as we finish the fight. Let's see. So yeah, 7,900. That's a really good score. That's like one of the highest scores right now on global, if I'm not mistaken. So let's actually check. That should be one of the best scores right there. But that is like the team right there, guys. So you want to run the ELAP backline. That's going to be really helpful. Rank number 5. Yo, look at that. We're not rank 1, guys, but we are rank 5, it looks like, right? So I got 7,900. So that actually ranked me rank number 3, technically, right? That'll be technically number 3 right there for me. So we'll take that, man. So yeah, and then I got my guildmate Scarce, and look at him. He's cooking too. So yeah, now that we've gone over that, guys, let's actually go over the farming team for the hard difficulty here. Alright guys, so we're hopping into the hard difficulty here where we're going to be farming the final boss Escanor, guys. This is the team that I actually did make on my free-to-play account, and I thought it was pretty good, so I will actually recommend this to you guys as well. This is very low investment too because we don't really need anything from Merlin other than her Holy Relic here, so we're just going to be running her Holy Relic for the unknown race damage dealt. But if you don't have Merlin's Relic, you can run like another basic stat increaser like Ram, right? You could even run like Ragnarok Bond too because he will give attack related and then just move Nanashi to the front. But yeah, no, other than that, I mean, anything really works here. You just mainly want to have Freyr and Tyr. Like, these two characters are going to be really good for this fight. So let's hop in, guys, and I'll show you guys how to go about the fight. Alright guys, so we are loading in here to the hard difficulty of the final boss Escanor. Now this is going to be the one that we're actually going to be farming, guys. Now for the strategy that you want to do here, you will have to manually do this, but this is a guaranteed manual 2-turn, and all you have to do is make sure you do the afterburner card right there with Tyr, and that's literally it on the first turn, guys. That's going to guaranteed one bang. It's going to move you into the second phase, and then all you're going to do on the second phase is do the Merlin attack card and then the Freyr cleave card, or you could do the regular attack card here with Freyr and then do the follow-up attack as well. But I think since my account's kind of a whale account, I will actually do the Freyr cleave once, and I think that'll be enough. Like, I'll do this Merlin card instead and then the Freyr card. So let's do that, and then we could just rip another card anyway. But this should definitely be enough damage right here, guys. So we do that, and then Freyr single target right here. Let's see. So we drop the Freyr single target, boom, 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 and we actually do get the kill. Now, if you do the regular Freyr card before the non-cancel stance variant, that one should do enough damage to get him to around 50% to make it a little bit more consistent. But because I'm on my whale account, guys, like Merlin only did a little bit of damage there, but Freyr would have did a lot more than normal, right? So that's obviously a little bit different, but depending on your experience, you guys can kind of see that this team does work though. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for the final boss Escanor guide there. I hope you guys do enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day, man. See you later, guys.